Hello everyone, welcome back to Earthbound Super Series. We've got a this is from the first round of the bracket stage, so it's sudden death, so to speak. The other few last few weeks were all like for seeding purposes, but this will decide the tournament life of the racers. We got Moon versus Nixana. Looks like we are starting now. Looks like just a few seconds difference with the start times. I believe both the runners getting the bat early, you can get it whenever, you know, it's kind of whatever, you can get the bat early. It's like the one variable thing you can do in the start here. Yeah, mainly same sort of thing for the first 5 minutes of the game, you know. Talking to Pokey and whatnot. You know, it's a good idea. We should be more divisive about the whole bat thing. Though I think literally 99% of people get it early. I don't think anyone really gets it later. Except for like 2 or 3 dudes. What about early bus? Oh, sofa, that's a thing too. There is sofa. Can go behind the sofa at some point in this section and save 0.4 seconds if you don't mess it up at all. is going behind the couch. Or the sofa, whatever you call it. Going behind the lazy boy. Moon encountering a snake. Stuttering past it very nicely. Spawning that crow. Oh, Nixana's getting some, like, dogs spawning up real close to the house. It's unfortunate, you can't really do much about that. Ooh, Moon getting stopped with that, snake just right up in there. Nixana making it through. Ooh, nice dog, can despawn that. Right, nice, despawn the dog. MoonTV is officially up. Nixana getting more dogs. I think Nixana's just gotten like nothing except for dogs. There's another dog. Despawn that one. Okay. Let's see what happened, but Moon did a pretty interesting, cool poke pull. Instead of going diagonal, it like went back a little bit, I think. Moon getting the bread roll. Getting the bread roll is definitely a must. You can skip it technically, but it's very foolish. It's like 5 seconds to get it. Starting the Starman fight. And despite dress lead can change how good the run is depending on how many turns it takes to take him down. Preferably you want 2 hits. You cannot kill him in 1 hit, that'd be cool though, but you cannot do that, so 2 hits, maybe 3 hits, sometimes even 4 hits. Makes a big difference, you know? That B turbo on, I think. Looks like MoonTV is getting a 3 hit at least. Probably not any more than that. Starman is now down on Moon's side. I believe that was a 6 turn on Nixana's side. It could be a 4 turn, though I was not paying super close attention. Anyways, Nixana's past Starman Jr. as well. Both moving into Aloysius's house. also known as Pokey's house, also known as Lardna's house. Also known as Buzz's final resting place. MoonTV going out into Onet. Can sometimes get jumped by enemies on the way to the treehouse. Very nice, looks like there was no spawns at all. Get up there, gotta get the hat from this treehouse to sell it for a ton of money. Nixana getting a crow, trying to get past but getting stuck on the trees, so Nixana getting a crow fight on the way to the treehouse. Crow fights are usually not that dangerous unless you miss a lot, since they have high speed, which higher speed enemies make you miss them much more. And really nice smash on the crow, so making that fight not that bad. Yeah, the crow also was hitting her a lot. MoonTV doing the shopping. Getting a dog. The dog is the most annoying one. There's like no way to get past it. You gotta despawn it basically. There's also a crow there making things very awkward. Dog's not despawning. Dog is down, but there's now a crow. Moon making progress and a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff spawning on Nixana's screen, but it's really okay. Now there's a dog involved too. Okay, so Nixana also getting a dog fight. This is very catastrophic. There's so many spawns. Getting another really nice smash though, taking the dog out. MoonTV getting past the first Pogo Punk fight just fine. The first Pogo Punk fight is kinda scary. Nixana making it past, getting to the treehouse now. The can of fruit juice, which can be quite important actually, even though it's only 6 HP, it does make a difference to get the can of fruit juice in the garbage. Especially if you're at like the low 30s like Moon was. Can make you like guaranteed to live through that fight. So Nixana getting the burger, making it to the store to buy the stuff as well. Yes Man Junior fight. I think Moon had a pretty good like segment in general there, getting through all those enemies. Oh, I didn't even see, but Moon got the bag of fries drop, which I believe is a 132 chance. You almost never see that. Feels a lot lower than that. But that's really nice, because now Moon gets to have an extra heal, an extra life up. It's very huge. Like, Moon's offense is good, so it should be take 4 hits to kill Frank. Playing it safe, doing a burger could have killed there, but in a race you do not want to do that. Donna making her way to the arcade. Moon taken down Frankenstein Mark II. Nixana had some trouble with spawns there. First Pogo Punk fight going very well. And Nixana had some pretty good offense because she fought some enemies before. Usually the first Pogo Punk fight might go a little worse with worse offense. Yeah, should be fine past this point. Moon giving the mayor a little smooch, then getting the key in return. Nixana is now heading into Frank. Getting rid of the cookie because it's kind of unnecessary to have at this point, but using the bread roll because she still had the bread roll from before, didn't need to use it with the other stuff that happened. Right, nice offense on Nixana. Oh, and a 2-hit because of the smash. It's very nice, very quick fight, very resource efficient, or whatever. Didn't need to heal there or anything. Frankenstein Mark II should be a breeze. Got a lot of life ups and stuff. Moon getting burgers. Frankenstein's down. Frankenstein was doing a lot of large hits, which is kind of annoying. You gotta like heal more often if Frank does a large hit. I think it's like 50-50 if they do a small one or something. Ooh, Moon got a cookie drop from that crow, that unintentional crow that had a cookie. And since Moon's inventory was already full, it does this really long text thing that's kind of annoying. It's like, do you want to keep this item? Do you want to throw it away? Do you want to like replace something in your inventory for this item? Starting past the mouse, looking for some slugs here, only slugs, preferably. Gonna get that mouse stuck there so no other mouse can spawn. Getting the slugs fairly fast. Both runners want once they get to the caves, they want to make it to level 8, which involves getting at least 22 slugs, or replacing any of those slugs with something of equal value, like an ant or a mouse. Right now, Moon is fighting the 8 for basically like on 8 slugs with this fight here. So I'm also buying burgers. There's no ATM in the bakery, or the burger, no, it's not a bakery, the burger store. So you gotta go into the drugstore instead. I messed up. I believe that's Moon on 12 slugs. There is a bakery on Onet, but it's like a lot lower than, it's like more on the low side, the south side of it. Moon getting really lucky with the 4-pack on the second floor too, and now it's 16. Now Moon just needs a like 6 more, at least. Nixana getting a 4? I don't know if that's 4 slugs, I think it's only 2. Pretty good though still. Get some slugs like that. Moon... I believe that fight's intentional. Moon getting a 6-pack pretty quickly, that's very good. I believe that's all Moon needs to get to level 8 now. Pretty good slug grind for Moon, like all the spawns were pretty quick. Nixana getting another pack, so Nixana is now at 6. Moon getting Hypnosis in the 6-pack, that's actually a little relatively common because of how long the fight lasts for. Because slugs cannot use Hypnosis for like the first 5 turns, but after that they have the ability to use Hypnosis 1 time. Moon wanted a butterfly but it didn't spawn, so you gotta like go back and spawn it. We're still not getting a butterfly. Instead of him past that thingy. So Nixana's on 6 slugs, need to get to 22 at least. Moon doing that stutter well. It was a little scary. And then to Ant. So Ant is typically a pretty... like a fight you can get through most of the time, relatively speaking, if you got a bunch of burgers. The only real situation that you like can die in is if you use too many of your healing items and run out eventually. Ooh, getting magneted for 2, that's pretty cool. Never see that. The magnet can sometimes be bad. I think those were like just average hits overall. Rockin'. When it's not getting a mouse accidentally, trying to get it stuck on the corner, but ended up chasing her. Nice, and Ant going down. Very good Ant fight too for Moon. A lot of good stuff happening there. Yeah, Ant can use Magnet. It can Magnet for anywhere to... can suck 2 to 8 of your PP. And you almost never see 2, it's like the minimum. I feel like some people don't even know it can magnet for that low. Yeah, if it magnets for like 8, then you get a Rockin' Stolen, which will take out a huge source of your damage. So Moon, after that mouse, I think like 7. That's a lot of ants on Moon's side. Okay, nice, getting through. Gonna get the extra burger too. I think Moon has a lot of burgers, but you should probably get like that one too, always anyways. Nixana not having very good luck with these slugs. Actually wondering, there's a slight chance, so if there was theoretically a slug hiding on the mouse right there, you know, you see that mouse? There can be a slug inside of the mouse. Okay, never mind, there's no slug. Let's say there was a slug inside of the mouse for some reason. It'll make it so no other slugs can spawn. Very weird thing to happen. It's very specific for that to happen, but it can happen. Because only one, like, pack of slugs can be present on the screen at any time, even if it's just, like, one slug. Or only one from, like, a certain, like, spawn area, that is. I believe that was 3. Might have despawned one of them, or one of them just might not have spawned. I didn't see exactly. Probably... I'm not sure how many slugs Nixana's at. I'm gonna say, like, 15. Maybe this is 19. I don't actually know. So Moon heading into the cops section. And as long as you got a lot of burgers, it's sort of the same as Ant, or as long as you don't get smashed, you're like basically good to go. Really good first fight. Nixana getting some more slugs, I think. Or yeah, getting some more slugs. That might be the last pack he needs. I'm not positive on this though. Simply just don't know. We're getting a first turn outspeed smash on a cop. That is the greatest thing that you would like to see. Nixana getting level 8 off of that, so Nixana is now going to head up to the top to go and fight Ant as well. Nixana is on the first floor though. It's kind of hard to get to the third floor sometimes with the amount of stuff that can spawn and like stutter past enemies, but it's harder to do so if there's a lot of lag. There's more lag if there's more enemies, and there's so many enemies. Like, man, do you see all these enemies? Know what I mean? So Moon on the last cup. Seems like the segment's gone quite well so far. We're going for a rock, and I didn't even realize Moon had 30 psychic points, and if you got that much on this last fight, you can maybe opt to use a rockin' on one of the cops. Getting a little unlucky. There we go, nice. Yeah, rockin' does anywhere from 40 to 120 damage, so like 70 damage on average. Wait, 80, sorry. Actually, is that how much it is? Yep, I think. Well, it feels like it does like 70 on average, honestly. So Moon can use 2 rockets on strong, which is the preferred strat, and since Moon has a lot of burgers, they're able to do that. Well, one of them missed though. Yeah, sometimes they can miss, which is why double rocking sometimes doesn't work out too well. Making it through with a smash at the end there. Still a very nice fight. Very good split there. Nixana making it up to the top now. Going to get a butterfly. Regenerate 20 psychic points. If Nixana's offense is high enough, okay, yeah, so if your offense is high enough and there's just one singular ant, you can just fight it and insta-kill it. But you don't always have high enough offense. Yeah, Nixana could take this one too. Oh, there's 2. If there's 2, you can't do it. 3. Getting a lot of ants. Moon now heading into Tucson, and Nixana's now starting the ant fight. Pretty good hit, 84 on the first one. Gonna Burger's the right choice here. Basically, whenever you get hit on this fight, you just gotta, like, if you're, like, have taken any damage or, like, any amount of HP off of full, you gotta heal, basically. That's how the fight goes. So, and also use shield, which will make, Nixana's hits do a lot less. Which is annoying, and takes a few hits to get the shield down. It's actually, and kind of attacking a lot, burning through a lot of these burgers. A little unfortunate, especially when it's paired with the shield, because it just makes the fight last for just so much more turns. What's really Nixana keeps outspeeding on the heal, which is pretty annoying. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Ant was just one hit, so just killed Ant there. When you're doing that strat, you don't want to outspeed the heal, so it's a little unlucky there. Then you outspeed, then Ant hits you, then you gotta like heal again. Like waste the healing basically. I'm getting more mushrooms than usual around these parts. Okay, nice. So Moon just despawned that sprout. Sometimes it might be a little too far to the left and can't really be despawned at the start there, but luckily it was just enough to get rid of it. That cave is a little annoying with how many sprouts can spawn. Moon is loading the pencil eraser on, or the pencil statue on the screen to advance the story thing. Next, I'm getting some more burgers, which is a really good choice because I just used so many of them in the ant fight. I wonder if she'll withdraw more money since okay, yeah. She just used the money that she had on hand, which I only got 2 of them, which is probably going to be enough, but still. It's not like an entire inventory full of them to make things like safer, you know? Yeah, should be enough burgers. So Moon's going into Berglund Park. Gonna buy some skips. Kind of an optional strat to buy some skips, which will basically just get you out of a lot of pickles, especially in Peace Forest Valley, the next section coming up ahead, where enemies can maybe like pincer you or something, or you know, maybe it'll just be like a lot better to run past them instead of despawn them over and over. Skips can help with that. Like, not having the best cop fight ever, but not too bad. Using one of her life ups already. That's fine though. Nice miss from the cop. The 30 hit's not very cool though. It's basically 50-50 if they hit for approximately 30 or like around 15. They can do either one. Definitely don't want the big hit. Can make you burn your healing a lot more. Moon getting a butterfly. Moon get both of them must get 2 butterflies in PRV or this section here after cops at some point. So Nixana probably doesn't have as many burgers as she wants to have, but I think it's definitely fine. I think she has like 2 right now, which is probably fine to get past this cop and strong. Also has a bunch of psychic points for a life up if needed. Well, 19 is a little scary. Okay, nice. Is really lucky. So got a small hit there. Otherwise, I'm not sure about the survival of that thing. Moon making it through Peaceful Rest Valley, going through the scary part at the right there, where it usually is like one of the biggest pincer points. Making it past there though, it's definitely not over yet. Still a lot to go. It was looking a little scary. Probably gonna use a skip right here to get past this diamond. It's kind of a bad situation. We're getting past the diamond just barely. That was extremely sick. And Nixana doing the double rockin' strat on Strong. And Strong is now down. Good hits. To, kill him in 2 rockins. On average, Captain Strong should take 2 rockins to die, like basically most of the time on average, statistically. This last part can also be kind of diabolical. Looks fine. You can get past this tree pretty easily though, even without a skip. You can just like walk past it like that. So MoonTV now making it into a Happy Village. I think it's a Sandlot Bat and the Holmes hat here because without them in this section, both your offense and your defense are quite bad. Your defense especially is bad because on the next fight you do near the shack, if you don't have that defense, you can actually like die a lot of the time because how it works out. It's relatively likely unless the enemies like miss or something. The bat is also just nice to have. You do basically nothing otherwise. Moon starting the shack fight. This fight should be, most of the time it's kind of not a problem, this fight. Just double rockin'. Yeah. Okay, so occasionally the cultists can actually die to a rockin'. It's like random damage though. Moon didn't kill any of them, but they are gonna go just attack them, finish them off. Probably a really good idea. Then you can save a rockin' to use later, which can be very huge. The main advantage of using a rockin' at that point, when both of them are alive after the first rockin', is so that they don't have an extra turn to call for help. So they can do that. Nixana given the burger, I believe Nixana has like 1 or 2 burgers left, which she may utilize for the Happy Village segment. So Moon going on to the singular cultist fight. This is the only other forced fight besides the shack fight in this segment. Been through very nicely. Yeah, cultist did not call for help successfully. Nixana getting some mushroom spawns, but walking past. Yeah, Moon could have used the Rockin' for the cultist fight, but it's probably better to have it for Car Painter since how like badly this fight can go sometimes. Yeah, in this fight you're just hoping for some reflects, hoping for him to use Thunder so it can reflect off the Franklin badge, and that's basically your primary source of damage. Rockin's also help, which is why Moon saved one. Extremely good hit. That was almost a maximum hit. 1 into 15. That's 5 off maximum. A very good start. Burger, sorry, not croissant. Not getting much reflex. Ooh, going for it. Ooh, and taking a death to that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Moon forgot to heal there. I was wondering about that. I didn't know if Carpenter was one hit, and so I think Moon's still a little bit ahead. But that's a lot of mushrooms. Nixana did gain a lot of ground there with that one. Yeah, Carpenter death, probably not the worst death in the entire run. I think that, like, a death to Captain Strong is, like, marginally worse. But probably, like, definitely one of the worst places. Which is why it's such a scary fight, because also can go pretty poorly, like just no reflex, like you saw there. Yeah, Moon is gonna have 3 Rockins this time, assuming that they go for some butterflies. Or if they're able to get some butterflies. Sometimes they don't be spawning that much. That's like one advantage of dying there. You can like go back with a bunch of psychic points. Not sure if Moon has gotten any butterflies yet. There's supposed to be one that spawns there most of the time, but it wasn't there. And that one there at the end. I believe that one's like literally 90%. Yes, Moon didn't get another one, so gonna just respawn from the same bomb plate. It's a lot of stuff. I've played on the anti-piracy version of this game, so I know, like, if you try to get past Peace for S Valley on the anti-piracy version, you're just not going to make it through at all without getting an enemy. It simply can't happen. Sometimes I look at Moon's screen, I'm just like, that's a lot of enemies, you know, what if it's the, you know what I mean? Did Moon use some of my healing items, so gotta get some more. unfortunate enemy placement and also NPC placement. So Nixana getting a butterfly at the start of Peaceful Rest Valley. Ooh, Nixana getting pincered a little bit, I think. Oh, but luckily that one UFO basically got itself stuck on the left, so Nixana can go back up to get rid of it. That's pretty fortunate. Going up top on Nixana's side. TV going back into Car Painter round 2 here. I might almost got Nixana there. Okay, Moon getting 1, extremely good reflect, and a good smash in the first turn, so Car Painter should definitely be going down here, I think Moon just needs to get these rockets off, and that might actually just do it. Oh, Car Painter missing the hit, though. You want Car Painter to hit you if you're at, like, high HP, and there we go. Didn't even need to use a third rocket, and Car Painter's already down on Moon's side. So, a lot faster than last time. I guess last time, you know, didn't even get through it, but very fast. Taking Car Painter down. But a little unfortunate, because you want to do a Death Warp, so you want to be low HP after that fight. And MoonTV is, I think, max HP, actually. Or, like, basically, like, essentially. Nixana getting a lot of spawns here. A little scary. Some flying things in the corner there. A lot of bad spawns for Nixana at this last part. Usually UFOs don't spawn there that much. Making it past Peaceful Rest Valley. Yeah, Moon might not have the best Death Warp because of the HP after Car Painter. Also, if you hear chirping, that's because Moon had a fresh egg, never used it though, so then it hatches into a chicken, it makes sounds, and then it turns into a chicken, and then makes a different sound. Again, a crow. Those crows were basically just like blocking the way. A bread roll and a skip, I mean, I don't think those are needed, but still not very nice. Yeah, I don't know if running from these fights can work out very well since crows have very high speed. Just gonna kill the crows, but keeps missing on the crows. You also miss a lot more often if the enemy's speed is like a lot higher. Moon is just missing everything. There we go. That was kind of unfortunate. Like, it was unfortunate to get the fight in the first place, but then also unfortunate to miss so much. Actually wondering, is Moon trying to get like a UFO to spawn and then like get the UFO through the wall? Alright, so Nixana on the cultist fight, gonna use a rocket here. Yeah, the crow's definitely not intentional. The crows don't do enough damage to properly death warp, I don't think. Alright, so next time I'm making it past the Shack fight. There we go. This is the chicken. You can hear the chicken. I believe that's what's happening. Trying to drag a UFO. Darn it. So Nixana getting some healing items from the stand. Bananas and stuff. Almost getting that diamond, you can get it through the wall. Getting the diamond. Hashtag worth. Defending though. I wonder if defend halves the damage of the beam. I don't know if it does. I wonder. Alright, so Ness going down very quickly. It's very nice. And Paul also going down now. Interesting stuff. On it, approximately, actually precisely $420. That's weird. I could have sworn the price for the hospital was 100, but I don't know. Maybe it's 420 now. I'm not sure about that. I don't know what that number means. Nixana on the card painter fight got a rockin', gonna rockin'. Not a great rockin' hit, that's fine. And one reflect. 125 damage is pretty good for a reflector, pretty decent. Not the craziest thing I ever seen. And just got him there. I did not see how the first turn went, but it must have gotten another reflect, I feel like. So pretty good fight for Nixana. Seemed quite good. MoonTV entering from the left side in the theater to skip the photo. Nixana now going back to get Paula. First cutscene of the run, I think. Yeah. First Runaway 5 concert. Yeah, It's always Car Painter, you know, it's always Car Painter with this stuff. Nixana beginning the Death Warp. This is the conventional Death Warp. This is not the 300 IQ MIT level Death Warp, but it is a Death Warp, the standard one. Paula going down, Ness got 5 HP. Now Nixana can just defend. Usually you'd use an ATM card so you don't like reduce too much of the Mola's damage, but being so low HP you're basically gonna die anyways if you just guard. There we go, Ness also going down. That's pretty good Death Warp overall. MoonTV doing right for us. I love that. Nixana getting caught by an enemy. Actually, I think an enemy like came out of nowhere. Oh, a hippie. We're getting a hippie fight. You know, a hippie's probably the last thing that one of the runners wants to see right now, but it's the main thing I would like to see out of a race. Kinda good to get a fight, because now Paula has PK Fire, which you may use on the Boogey Tent fight at the end of the run. Otherwise, Paula's like a relatively useless for the Boogey fight, but Fire does quite a bit of damage, consistent damage, and you can never miss it. Like you can with Rocket or Rocket, which are your only other two sources of damage for the fight. So having Fire is pretty good for her. Usually, like, in between the time at which you get Paula up until Boogey Tent, Paula will not fight anything, therefore not gain any levels, therefore not have any psychic moves except for Freeze Alpha, which Boogey Tent is very resistant to. The moon going into Graveyard, one of the scarier parts. You can sometimes get caught. There's some flies there, some ghosts, some trash cans. Gotta despawn all that stuff, all that nonsense. Zana now talking to Everdread to get the money. Okay, MoonTV making it through. Had a lot of spawns there, but not too slow in there. MoonTV now making it into Winters. Got another Runaway 5 cutscene on Nixana's side. Moon getting a cookie? I think Moon might get a skip sandwich actually in the store. There's like some strat for it to skip the first prod. I wondered if that's the reason for the cookie or if it's just cool to have. Should be enough money for a skip sandwich DX. $98. See, I believe this is part of a strat to skip the first proto using a skip sandwich. Makes it a lot easier to get past it. Nice, got no spawns there. So Nixana's now moving into graveyard. Areas sometimes evil with spawns, and there we go, getting some flies in a trash can. This could go badly. Yeah, there was like some flies that spawned, and they had like a pretty nasty trajectory on it. So here, I think you can like technically run from these fights, I think. Maybe there's a few options here. You can also freeze him, fire him. I forgot where you spawn if you die. But I remember dying here not being that bad. I could be mistaken though. Does it matter if any of them die here also? Wasn't able to run away, sadly. So I forgot where you spawn after that. Okay, you just spawn right there, so you can just like give it another shot. And it doesn't matter if anyone is dead, once you make it past this part, because everyone gets revived once you are in the prison underground. So yeah, not the most punishing thing ever there. It's like some more flies spawned up there. So Moon heading into the start of Brick Road, so they're going to use the skip here. Let's see how this goes. I always wonder how this would go in a run. Because the monkey is just like always evil regardless of anything, but I wonder if this works out better. I expect. Sadly, the monkey did not cooperate at the end there, so it almost worked. It was pretty good. Like was going through the wall, sort of. Would have been good. That was pretty close. Going through the fight. Pretty fine, though. Right, duck looked like... the duck's in a pretty bad spot. Duck's now moving. Duck's not cooperating, it's a bit too far to the right. But there we go, it should be fine now. Right, finally moving to a good spot. Ooh, just like barely went forward just a little too soon for the skip, but almost had like an extremely good setup for it. Two hit on the proto though. Getting one skip at least for Brick Road. Try to stutter this first room. Pretty good. This mouse might be a little hard, but it's gonna get the mouse. Yeah, enemies seem to spawn in that little tight space a lot. Like really hard to stutter past that. You might get in a bad situation if you like stutter past enemies and the enemies are like left behind you and you get an enemy in that tight space. Almost like a pincer, sorta. Stutter this too. Looks like there's a lot of lag on the screen right now. Gonna be really hard to stutter this. Yeah, there's like a triple slug encounter that spawned on screen, which produces a lot of lag. Since there was already a bunch of other enemies on screen, made it very hard to stutter past those enemies. So the mouse isn't smashing, that's good. Okay, got rid of the mouse, so there's basically no danger anymore. At least not dying to these fights. One also had the burger. Things got too bad. Okay, nice getting past those plugs. When Nixana getting the monkey like stuck behind, not cooperating, so the crow gonna catch the monkey, result in a red swirl. The crow is not the worst enemy to get here, but it's not the best. The best is probably the dog, because it can give you a better healing item. It will give you levels when the crow does not give you levels. At least it wasn't the goat. The goat can... I feel like it usually just kills you. Moon, making it past the cave boys. Got our second Tessie of the night on Nixana's side, and Moon is now heading out of Winters. Nixana now going into Graveyard, or not Graveyard, Brick Road. Fight first Proto, this is like the main scary fight. Nice first turn, the Proto did nothing, which is exactly what you like to see. Second turn also doing nothing very good. Jeff has not missed yet. Does nothing the third turn as well, that's very rare. Taking down Pro, that's a very good fight. Duck's in a spot, okay, never mind. There's a chance you can get duck skip if the duck's like a little far to the left there, but the duck got aggroed a little too soon. Oh, really good skip from Nixana. That was also really close. That was actually a pretty nice skip there. Actually, pretty quick Brick Road. Going to start in Boogey fight. Going to defend Rocket. Got the Teddy for safety. Rocket hit for 488, that's a pretty decent hit. The Rockiness takes it out. Got a good enough Rockiness to take it out there. So GG to MoonTV on the win there. Nixana and Concave in the second room. Almost got everything despawned. The same thing keeps spawning over and over. Right, ending with like a 1:15:57. GG to Moon. Nixana making it through the second room of Pond Cave. Got some mushroom spawns to the top there. Mushroom spawns to the top there. Very hard to make it through there. Stuff keeps spawning in a very bad spot. There we go. Wasn't looking, I'm not sure if Moon teleported to that hotel or if they like went to the one in Reed. Nixana now lifting off out of Winters. Might be soft lockdown, though sometimes you get through these screens after a while. Okay, just resetting. Oh, probably why they saved in the hotel, I'm not sure though. millimeter. Unfamiliar. Or 9 meter, actually. Can't even see some of that text box. It's a little, someone took a bite out of it, I think. Nixana now landing in the underground prison. We're into an enemy. It's unfortunate. There was an enemy in a really weird spot there. Enemy usually isn't too big of a problem here. You can take it out with like a freeze or something. I think it should just be like one freeze. It's actually resistant, I didn't know that. Well, it has low HP anyway, so... Now moving into the Boogey fight, let's see how much this BBR hits for. Orange at 28, could be worse. It's not too bad at all, it's like 4 rockets hitting. 4 out of 5 rockets. Nice, and Boogey's now going down on Nixana's side, so GG to Nixana on her run. Ending with around a 124.08. GG. Oh, whoa, dog. There it is right there. But yeah, that was the race. I believe Nixana's now eliminated from the tournament since it was the first bracket round. GG again to MoonTV on the win for this one. And, yeah, that'll be all for now, but at 10 p.m. tonight, around 1.5 hours, there's going to be a quad race. It's going to be Mistez versus Crimson Green and Launchro versus Ox. I think those will be very good races to watch, so I'd recommend sticking around for that if you're able to be awake for that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and everyone have a good night. Stick around if you can, and yeah, thanks, bye.